Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me for today's at-home Pilates workout. Today is a total body routine. We are going to be using one weight. I have got a single 8-pound dumbbell. You can have a heavier dumbbell, you can have a lighter dumbbell, but make sure that you do have weight to work with in this session. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to place the weight off to the side of the mat because we just want to warm up our upper body before we get into some of the upper body strengthening moves that we are beginning with. So I'm going to turn facing the front of my mat, and I'm just going to bring my arms overhead so that they're in line with my shoulders. I'm evenly weighted across my hips. You can also be sitting cross-legged if that's better for you. And I'm just going to pull my elbows down toward the side of the body. Lift up, lengthening through the fingertips, and pull down. Chin is parallel with the floor. The crown of the head is lifted up toward the ceiling. Now, as you pull down, I want you to breathe out and draw your navel in toward your spine and open through the chest here. So we're not arching the back, but we're opening through the chest by pulling the elbows down and contracting those upper back muscles together. Good. Reach and pull down. Reach and pull down. This is one of my favorite upper body warm-ups. It opens the chest, it fires up the upper back muscles, and it reminds us to keep the vertebrae stacked one on top of the other. So we're working on that good posture as we move. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Drop your hands by your side. Now we're going to move into some arm circles here. We're going to lift up and circle the arms down and back. Lift up and circle those arms down and back. Really nice one for chest opening. Lengthen through those fingertips. Try not to arch through the spine. We've got 3 and 2 and 1. Amazing work. Now from here, we're going to take hold of our weight. I'm going to grip the weight on either side of the dumbbell. Palms are pressing into the sides of the dumbbell, holding it nice and secure. Fingers are spread. Now from here, I'm going to extend the weight, extend the arms out long, resting the weight on the knees. We're going to lift the weight overhead and then lower. Just hover above the knees before lifting and lowering. Now I want you to really plug your belly in towards your spine here. You want your torso really stable as you move. So you don't want to be swinging around as you lift the weight up and down. If you're really having to heft the weight up, it could be that you're using something too heavy, so you might need to switch to a lighter weight and focus on that good form and control. So we're bringing the weight overhead, and rather than just kind of letting it flop down to the knees, we're controlling it on the way down, using the body's resistance to move with control and purpose throughout the entire range of movement on the way up as well as on the way down. I can already feel the work. Keep that chin parallel with the floor, gazes straight ahead. We've got 3 and 2 and last 1 and lower. Now from here, we're going to do some crossovers. So we're going to extend the weight. We'll bring the weight in toward the chest, then we're going to extend the weight out to shoulder height, cross right over left, left over right, right over left, left over right, back to center, and bring the weight in. Then we're going to switch what hand comes over first. So left hand will come over first, left, right, for a total of 4, back to center, and bring it in. Good, keep moving. Good, keep those arms nice and strong. 4 twists and bring it in. Alternating which hand leads up first between your repetitions. Good. Breathing and maintaining that weight at shoulder height. Nice, bring it in, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, back to center, and bring it in. Whew, those are tough. Okay, from here, roll your shoulders down and back. We're gonna take the weight overhead, and from here, I'm just gonna switch into a cross-legged position, just to give my knees a little bit of a rest. Okay, so the weight is overhead. We want to keep the upper arms really still and stationary and straight up and down as we hinge from the elbow and then extend and lift. Keep the elbows in close toward the side of your head. You don't want them splaying out. We're working the backs of the arms here. So we need the upper arms to be really strong and stationary. We're just hinging from the elbow as we lift and lower that weight. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up through the backs of the arms. Good. Don't let those elbows drop. We've got 5, 4, abs in, 3, 2, I'm already shaking, and last 1, amazing work, lower it down. Now, I'm gonna switch back into my kneeling position, and we're gonna go into some hammer bicep curls. So we're gonna take the weight in the hand, and we're gonna lock the upper arm in really close toward the side of the body. So we're not gonna let that upper arm go back. That elbow is staying within the midline of the body. Opposite arm is raising, it's strong, palm is facing down to the mat. Holding the weight, we're gonna bring the end of the dumbbell to the shoulder and then lower. Don't totally straighten the arm, keep it slightly bent at the bottom of the movement. Keep your shoulder down away from your ear, locking that upper arm in toward the side of the body as we bend and curl. Really contract those biceps as you bring the weight to the shoulder. Good. We've got 4 and 3. These are tough. 2 and final 1. Amazing work. Whew, those are tough for me. I usually use a slightly lighter weight, so this is a good challenge. As long as you're moving with good form, you're good. Okay, now we're going to extend the opposite arm out long. I don't want that out to see that elbow popping back behind. We want it locked in to the side of the body as we lift and lower that weight. Good. Keep it up. Nice work. Keep breathing. Abs are engaged. Shoulder is down away from the ear. Good. Don't heft that weight up. Move with control. Contract that bicep. We've got 3 and 2 and final 1. Whew. Okay, let's relax it down. Nice work. Whew. Give your arms a little wiggle, releasing any tension. We're going to bring the feet forward on the mat now, and we're going to go into some twists. So we want to position ourselves so that the ankles, the knees, and the hip bones are in alignment. We're going to take both ends of the weight again. This time we're going to hold the weight out in front. We're going to slightly C-curve down so that we're engaging the abs. They should be switched on right here. We're going to cross over, up to center and over. Moving from side to side, keeping those arms straight. Really getting into that waistline here. Have a look at your knees. They shouldn't be swaying from side to side. They should be level. Your lower body is still unstable and your hips stay evenly weighted as you cross up and over, working those arms, working that waistline. We've got 3 and 2. Last 1, up and over and back in toward the chest. Nice work. Now from here, we're going to ensure that we are holding the weight in close toward the chest. We're going to C-curve our way down, extend the weight out long, and then roll up, bringing the weight in toward the chest. So we're rolling down, extending the weight, abs come in, weight comes in toward the chest. Inhale, lower, extend and hold. Exhale, belly in, the whole way up. Good. Inhale to lower, engage the core, abs into lift. Now we're going to start going back a little bit further, keeping our heels connected with the mat. So lower a little bit further if you can, abs in and lift and bring the abs in. Inhale, lower. abs into lift. A little bit further back. Nice work, abs into lift. Lower still, abs into lift. Take it back a couple more inches and lift. And then come back and hold. Come all the way up. Last one, we're gonna come all the way down and bring the weight in toward the chest. Amazing work. If you've come off your mat like I have, wiggle down a little bit. We're gonna go into some roll-ups. So we're gonna keep our knees bent for this version of the roll-up. We're gonna take the weight, again, on either side. Bring the weight just overhead. We're going to inhale here and exhale, come up. And then drop the weight to shoulder height and lower with control. Inhale, exhale, up, lift. Drop the weight to shoulder height and lower with control. Good. And lift, belly to spine, weight comes up, drop to shoulder height, and roll down with control. Good. Nicely done. Keep it up. We've got 4. Abs into lift. Lower abs contract on your way down, 1 vertebra at a time. Lift. Last one, lift. Stretch your legs out. Drop your weight off to the side of the mat and roll over into a forward fold. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Amazing work. Take hold of your weight and roll yourself down 1 vertebra at a time. Now I'm going to take the weight in a different position in the hands. So I'm going to take the weight, hands around the center of the weight. From here, we're bending both legs to start with. We're going to bring the weight overhead. Now we're going to extend the right leg out long. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we're crossing over to the right side, lifting the left shoulder blade up off the mat. Lower the right leg, just hover, and then same again. We're sticking on this right side. Good. Keep the hips evenly weighted. Cross over with control. Rotating around the rib cage, lifting that left shoulder blade up off the mat so we get a nice twist and working into the obliques here. Toe is pointed so that the muscles in the legs are switched on. Nicely done. We've got 4 and 3. Last 2 and final 1. Good work. Now we're going to switch sides. Left leg extends. We're inhaling to prepare and exhaling to cross over. Lower and lift, cross over. Lower and lift. Getting into those obliques. Working the arms here too, even working the leg muscles because we're pointing through the toe of the leg that's lifting and lowering. Good. We've got 5, 4, lift that shoulder blade a little higher. 3, belly to spine. 2, breathe out. And last 1, and relax it down. You can bring the weight in toward the chest and hold both ends of the dumbbell. Again, I'm just going to adjust my leggings. Do you ever have a pair of leggings that just don't stay in place? Those are these for me. Okay, so we're holding on to both ends of the dumbbell. I'm going to keep my knees bent, but I'm going to bring them in so that they are touching. The thighs are squeezing together, the calves are squeezing together, and I've lifted my heels up off the mat so that my toes are pointed on the floor. From here, the weight comes overhead. We're going to inhale here, and as we exhale, we're going to curl and crunch up, straightening the legs. Lower, tap the toes, bring the weight back, and extend and lift, crunching up. Lower, and breathe out to lift. Really shoot that weight up toward the feet. And good. Lifting those shoulder blades up off the mat as you flatten your abdominal wall and breathe out to crunch up. Nice work. Keep it up. tapping your toes down toward the mat between every crunch and lift. We've got 3 and 2. On our last one, we're going to come up and hold, so get ready for it. Come up and hold it here. We're going to crunch up for 10, 9, 8, working those upper abs, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Lower the legs, lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Place your weight off to the side. Okay, from here, we're gonna roll over onto our stomachs. We're gonna take our hands on either side of our shoulders, come up into a cobra from here to stretch your abs, or come all the way up to get a nice deep abdominal stretch. Try not to compress your low back here. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and lift up a little higher if you can, stretching out those upper abs. Nice work. Okay, now we're gonna come over onto our side body to finish off with our glute and thigh work. So from this position, I'm gonna be up on my forearm. I'm going to bend the knees, stacking my hips, stacking my knees, stacking my ankles, pointing my toes, and we're gonna move into some clamshells here. Now notice the inside of my feet are glued together. So when you're in position, I'd like you to take your weight. You have the option of not using it if it's too much. I'm gonna put my weight lengthwise on my thigh, or you can turn it this way, whatever's more comfortable for you. Belly in towards your spine, lifting and opening through the chest as you open and close your legs in that clamshell. Good. So don't let your top hip roll back. Keep your hips stacked one on top of the other. Really important here. We don't want to be swinging back. That's not effective. Good. Keep the inside of the feet glued together. Those heels are pressing together. I know they're tough, but we only have a few more exercises left, so stick with it. Make sure your knees are lining up as well. You don't want that, your knees out of alignment, because that'll mean that your hips are also out of alignment. Good. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you're good here, keep your knees down, or the lower parts of your legs down. If you want more of a challenge for the last 10, elevate the lower parts of your legs for the elevated clam. 9, 8, 7, 6, keep pushing up through your elbows so you're not collapsing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Good work. Now we're going to send the top leg out so that it's in line with the torso. We're going to lift the leg and we're going to draw some circles in the air, circling forward for 10, 9, 8, about the size of a basketball, 6, 5, these are tough with the weight, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Now we're coming up and reversing the direction of those circles for 10, 10, circling backwards, 9, 8, 7, keep that leg elevated, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Place your weight to the side of the mat. Come into a plank position and fold the leg you just worked under your body, coming into Pigeon Pose. Take a couple of deep breaths here, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, enjoying the stretch for 3, for 2, and for 1. Now we're going to come over onto the other side. So bring your weight with you if you're using it for these leg lifts, clamshells rather. Okay, so the elbow is below the shoulder. We're placing that weight on the outside of the hip. Knees are bent, knees are stacked, hips are stacked, ankles are stacked. Inside of the feet are glued together. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Good work. Abs are in, shoulders are down away from the ears. Adjust the weight if you need to. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, if you're moving on to the more challenging version, lift your lower legs. 1, 2, keep those toes pointed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo, lower down. Good, now extend the top leg so it's in line with your torso. Lift, forward circles about the size of a basketball. Belly is plugged in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax it down. Bring it back up. Reverse directions with those circles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift, lift, lift as high as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Place your weight off to the side of the mat. Come into plank. Fold your working leg under your body. And relax. Regulate the breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth for 3 and 2 and 1. Bring yourself into a cross-legged position facing me. And we're just going to stretch out our arms a little bit to finish off. So we're going to bring the right hand up, bend at the right elbow, and just draw that right elbow back with your left hand. Stretching out the backs of the arms, lengthening through the spine, keeping the chest open here. Hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Straighten the arms, bend the left arm, pull the left elbow gently back with the right hand. Hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Release. Lift your shoulders up by your ears. Inhale and exhale. Roll them down and back for 3 and 2. Melt away any tension. Last 1 and we are done. Amazing work. I hope you enjoyed that dumbbell workout. I know I did. I'm feeling really strong now. And I look forward to working out with you again next time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again. Bye for now.